9 games that all mature women play without saying a word. Carl Jung said that everyone is born with a shadow. This shadow can be thought of as another self that exists underneath the surface of our conscious minds. These games are not spoken about openly and are done in silence without saying a word. Each game represents a different aspect of the woman's psyche that she is struggling to come to terms with. She may become cold and distant, refusing to communicate or engage in any meaningful conversation. She may also avoid physical contact and intimacy. This game is a way for the woman to express her displeasure without directly confronting the issue at hand. It is her way of saying, "I am punishing you because you have done something wrong." By withdrawing herself, she is punishing the man for his behavior and hoping that he will change it. She may use these mistakes to shame him or make him feel guilty. This game is a way for the woman to gain power over the man. By keeping track of his mistakes, she is able to make him feel inferior and dependent on her. She may also use the score to manipulate the man into doing what she wants. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's shadow, which contains all of the negative and unacceptable aspects of her personality. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's anima shadow, which represents the repressed aspects of her personality that she finds unacceptable. And by understanding these games, we can gain insight into the complexities of the female psyche. She may play mind games, such as gaslighting, where she will deliberately try to make the man question his own sanity. However, when a man gets too close, they may suddenly pull away and become evasive. This can be seen in the analogy of the runaway bride who is about to marry a man, but then suddenly changes her mind and runs away. In this scenario, the woman may not even know why she is running away. She may have been planning to marry the man, and yet at the last minute, something inside her changes and she decides to escape. They may hold back important information in order to manipulate him, or they may simply avoid having honest conversations. This is another way for the woman to maintain control in the relationship. By keeping secrets, she is able to create a sense of mystery around herself, and she is able to manipulate the man into thinking whatever she wants him to think. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's shadow, which contains all of the negative and unacceptable aspects of her personality. This can be explained by Jung's theory of the shadow, which states that everyone has an unconscious side that they are not aware of. It is important to remember that not all women play these games, and there are many other games that were not mentioned in this video. However, it is possible that some of the behaviors described may have been observed in one's own experiences with women. If so, it is important to reflect on why these games are being played and what purpose they serve. Ultimately, these games are a way for women to cope with the challenges of living in a patriarchal society, and they should be understood with empathy and compassion. This unconscious side contains all of the repressed and unacceptable parts of our personality. In the case of the runaway bride, her shadow self may have been emerging and causing her to act in ways that she is not consciously aware of. The shadow self can manifest in many different ways. In this particular example, it took the form of a sudden desire to escape and avoid commitment. For the woman, this could be a manifestation of a fear of intimacy or a fear of losing her independence. By running away from the man, she is able to protect herself from getting hurt. Jung believed that the shadow can only be integrated into the personality through the process of individuation. This is a long and difficult process, but it is necessary in order to become a whole and complete person. She may also use tactics like the silent treatment or keeping score to punish the man and make him feel inferior. This game is a way for the woman to exert power over the man. They may claim that they are helpless or that they are the victim of circumstance. This is another way for the woman to protect herself from feeling vulnerable. By avoiding accountability, she is able to maintain a sense of control in her life. This game is also a way for the woman to manipulate the man. By making herself seem weak and helpless, she is able to make him feel guilty and responsible for taking care of her. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's ego, which is the part of the psyche that is concerned with self-preservation and control. By controlling his thoughts and emotions, she is able to make him feel powerless and dependent on her. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's ego, which is the part of the psyche that is concerned with self-preservation and control. It contains all of our hidden, suppressed, and unconscious thoughts, feelings, and traits that we find unacceptable or too difficult to acknowledge. She may act aloof and detached, even though she is actually interested in him. She is always finding fault with him and criticizing him. This game is a way for the woman to protect herself from getting too attached to the man. By keeping him at a distance, she is able to avoid the pain of rejection or abandonment. This game is also a way for the woman to maintain her independence. By never being truly satisfied with the man, she is able to keep him from taking away her freedom. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's shadow, which contains all of the negative and unacceptable aspects of her personality. She may also resist his advances and make him work hard to win her over. This game is a way for the woman to protect herself from getting hurt. She is always blaming the man or external circumstances for her mistakes. This game is a way for the woman to protect herself from feeling vulnerable. By avoiding accountability, she is able to maintain a sense of control in her life. This game is also a way for the woman to manipulate the man. By shifting the blame onto him, she is able to make him feel guilty and responsible for her actions. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's ego, which is the part of the psyche that is concerned with self-preservation and control. By pretending not to be interested, she can avoid getting attached and therefore avoid the pain of rejection or abandonment. This game is also a way for the woman to exert control in the relationship. By making the man work hard to win her over, she feels that she has some power over him. In Jungian terms, this game is a manifestation of the woman's persona, which is the social mask that she wears to hide her true self. So while our conscious mind strives to maintain a positive and acceptable image of ourselves, our shadow self works to undermine that image through projection. This projection often takes the form of blaming others for our own unacceptable traits. By doing this, we are able to distance ourselves from these traits and avoid facing them directly. One way that women's shadow manifests itself is through 9 specific games they play. Game No. 1. The silent treatment. When a woman plays this game, she withdraws her love and affection as a form of punishment. No. 2. Playing hard to get. This game involves the woman pretending to be disinterested in the man or playing hard to get. Number 3. Keeping score. In this game, the woman keeps track of every mistake the man makes and holds them against him. Number 4. Mind games. In this game, the woman uses psychological manipulation to control the man. No.5. Never being satisfied. In this game, the woman is never satisfied with the man, no matter what he does. No.6. The blame game. In this game, the woman never takes responsibility for her own actions. 7. The runaway bride. Just as the game of cat and mouse illustrates, many women unconsciously desire the chase. They want to feel pursued and desired. No.8. Playing the victim. Another game that women play is playing the victim. This means that they always blame someone else for their problems and never take responsibility for their own actions. No.9. Keeping secrets. The final game that women play is keeping secrets. This means that they never tell the man anything about themselves. In conclusion, these are just a few of the many games that women play. Thank you for watching. Do forget to hit the subscribe button if you have already, and see you in the next video.